RAM. Now that's a tough one. I mean, what can be more boring than RAM? Stop right there. Because this RAM is different. It is big, it is fast, and it is shiny. The overcompensating, in-your-face glittering, over-ready overclocking Trident Z series from G.SKILL is here. Yes, there is a dot after the G of G.SKILL. I just, you know, it's one of those things. I had to say it, just had to. In the past decades, the computer parts manufacturers spent a lot of time and money to pimp our builds. First came the see-through panel casings, then the testosterone overcompensating video cards, then the soft-touching, crazy-looking motherboards. And now it is finally the turn of our very boring-looking RAM sticks. And G.SKILL has released no less than 25 RGB enabled memory models. And guess what? I got myself, is it showing right? I got myself a dual channel kit for a total of 32 GB of DDR4 yumminess. Yeah, yummy. Now, let's address the obvious. These RAM sticks are here to look good. These RAMs are not for an under-the-desk enclosed computer brick. No, this is for us, obnoxious. I don't even know how to say this word correctly. Obnoxious. Spoiled technological brats that we are. And I say spoiled because every channel costs about $180. So both of them will run you around $350, $360, which is 40% more expensive than any other competitor would charge for that kind of performances. But before we go in details on that topic, let's take a closer look to the RAM models. 5 equally spaced LED are populating the better visible space of our RAM, and they will light up as soon as you install them. What really makes this RAM review-worthy is the fact that through its proprietary software, you can control the lighting effects of your RAM. Pretty cool, huh? Well, no, this is not cool enough. Not only can you sync the RGB effects of your RAM sticks, but because they are Aura compliant, you can sync all of the RGBs around your build to shine in unison. In short, you can sync all the different RGB light effects, and that includes motherboard, video cards, well now the RAM model sticks, keyboard, mouse, casings, Aura compliant fans, etc, etc, etc. It's kind of a new trend that Asus has been developing on their side, and slowly the Aura biosphere is getting more and more populated. It becomes something who's richer by the day, and that is something I really like. If you've never heard about Aura lighting effect, then you got homework. Okay, so it does look really cool and amazing, we get it. But what about raw performances? Could do with sushi when I say raw. Well, these things are powerful, very powerful. The Trident Z series memory sticks come in two variations, 8 or 16 GB, and their frequency ranges from 2.4 GHz all the way to 4.366 GHz. That is a lot of megahertz. I am not certain that a lot of processors out there can handle such high frequencies. But hey, they're there, we're not gonna complain. I am sure this is going to make me a better person. Now, keep in mind that these RAM sticks are XMP 2.0 compliant, meaning that if you want to run this RAM to their full potential, you'll need to make sure that your motherboard is as well XMP 2.0 compliant. And it is important because if you do run those sticks without the XMP option, then most probably the processor will be dictating the frequency of your RAM. For example, for the i7-7700K, the latest Skylake processor, your RAM sticks will be capped at 2.4 GHz. So if you are going to go with this, make sure that the rest of the components in your build make sense, so that you can take full advantage of the premium money you're paying for, both in terms of aesthetics to the Aura option and the performances. Alright, so benchmark wise, what I did is take those sticks and put it to the nearest competitor in terms of frequency and price range. And what I found is that it's very, very close. Those RAMs will render a little bit faster and better in a 3D environment, and they'll be neck to neck with the nearest competitor on any kind of heavy-duty rendering. In conclusion, despite the fact that they are substantially more expensive than equivalent performances RAM, I really think that the Trident Z is onto something. It really adds value to your overall build. Not only does it look amazing, but it is also probably one of the best performing DDR4 RAM sticks that you can have for your gaming or your heavy-duty processing task, if you have any. And that's it for me today. I hope you liked this video as much as I liked making it. Now, I got plenty more coming in the next month, so stay tuned. Do not give up internet just yet. Summer is long.